What is the result? Calculate the curl of f bar. Got it? This and this need to be differentiated. So I cap as it is. When you differentiate this with respect to x, you will get minus x. And when you differentiate this with respect to z, minus minus will be plus z, x you will get. Similarly with j, you will get minus j if you write. So you will have minus y plus y. And k cap, you will have minus z plus z. Is this not the answer you have got?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now since curl of f bar is 0, therefore curl of f bar is 0, therefore you can write therefore f bar is irrotational. Now since f bar is irrotational, therefore there exists phi such that f bar is defined as del phi, that is gradient of phi. Okay, so what is f bar? F bar is x square minus yzi plus y square minus zxj plus z square minus xyk. Now what is gradient of phi? Gradient of phi is I dou phi by dou x plus j dou phi by. We need to find this phi. They ask us to find the scalar potential also. Is it or not? So if you remember the definition, if f bar is irrotational, then there exists a scalar function phi such that f bar is defined as gradient of phi, where phi is called the scalar potential. So this phi function we need to find, and it has to be a scalar function. Okay, and gradient of phi means I dou phi by dou x plus j dou phi by dou y plus k dou phi by dou z. Now both sides you have vector. Now comparing the components, what you will get? Dou phi by dou x is equal to x square minus yz. Is it not? What you are going to get? We compare the components. Okay. Similarly, you have dou phi by dou y. So dou phi by dou y will be equal to y square minus zx, and dou phi by dou z will be equal to z square minus xy. So from here, if you integrate, you will get phi is equal to integral x square minus yz dx. Is it or not? Plus some function in terms of x, y, z. So the result for this one will be x cubed by 3 minus x, y, z. Understood all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, from the second one, you will get phi is equal to integral y square minus zx of x and z. So if you solve it, you will get y cubed by 3 minus x by z plus some function. Similarly, from the third one, if you solve this, you will get phi is equal to integral z square minus xy dz plus some function in terms of x, y. So if you solve it, you will get z cubed by 3 minus x, y, z plus some function. Okay, so overall from all these three results, phi is a combination of all these three. So you will have x cubed by 3 plus y cubed by 3 plus z cubed by 3. So at once I can write y cubed plus z cubed by 3. Now minus xyz, we are not adding them actually, it's a combination we are writing. If you remember, it's something like You have exact differential equation. You integrate n with respect to x and n with respect to y, but in n you will include only those terms which are not repeated. Is it or not? So if you even if you include them and add the result, you have to consider only the part which is unique. No need to add them. So here 5 will be x cube plus y cube plus z cube by 3 minus xyz. No need to write minus 3 times of xyz and a constant you are going to get. So this is the required scalar potential of the given vector because it is irrotational. Got it, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now they can ask a question in this form also. I want you people to solve this one. Find constants A, B, C if the vector f bar, which is 2x plus 3y plus a zi plus bx plus 2y plus 3z j plus 2x plus cy plus 3zk is irrotational. So calculate and tell me the answer. Find the constants A, B, and C if this vector, if the given vector is irrotational. The condition is given to you. Just calculate and tell me what should be your A, B, and C. First, since the vector is irrotational, so curl of f bar will be equal to 0. So calculate curl of f bar. So when you solve it, what you have got? With I cap, what do you have?
C minus 3.
C minus 3. With j cap?
A minus 2.
A minus 2. With k cap? Answer.
A minus 3.
B minus 3. So this is your curve of f bar. Now you need to find A, B, C. But here it is given that vector is irrotational. Since f bar is irrotational, therefore curl of f bar must be equal to 0 bar. Okay. Therefore, what is curl of f bars? I cap C minus 3 plus j cap A minus 2 plus k cap B minus 3 is equal to 0 bar. Okay. So if you equate the components, you will get C minus 3 is equal to 0, A minus 2 is equal to 0, and you will have B minus 3 is equal to 0. Scalar values, because this, if you are not able to understand, this is nothing but 0i plus 0j plus 0k. This can, if some vector is equal to 0 bar, that means this coefficients must be equal to 0. So C minus 3 0, A minus to 0, b minus 3 is equal to 0. So therefore, a is 2, b is 3 and c is also 3. These are the values of a, b and c. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
One problem I want you people to solve, then we'll move to the next one. Here both parts you have. You have to find constants a, b, c so that the vector a bar is equal to, now since a bar is mentioned, instead of a bar everywhere you write a bar only, okay? So that the vector a bar, which is x plus 2y plus azi plus bx minus 3y minus zj plus 4x plus cy plus 2zk is irrotational. This is one part. And also find scalar potential and also find scalar potential. Also find its scalar potential. To solve, I want you, from you I want the answer. Solve and tell me the answer. About two problems, what we have done, this is just a combination of the two problems. You have to find both the constant values as well as the scalar potential of a vector which is irrotational. Got it?
Ma'am, A equal to 4,
Okay.
B equal to 2,
Okay.
C equal to minus 1.
Okay. A4, B2, C minus 1. Okay, let me write that. A is 4, B is how much? 2, and C is minus 1. What about others? Did they got the same answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is the correct answer. What about the 5?
X square by 2
Okay.
minus 3 by 2 y square
Okay.
plus z square
Okay.
plus 4zx
Okay.
plus 2xy
Okay.
minus yz
Okay.
plus constant.
Plus. So that is the correct answer. What about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. These terms in any order you can write, it doesn't matter. Okay. So that's how you solve the problems related to curve. Now you have certain operators, and based on these operators, the same operators which involve this del operator itself. Based on that, you have again some vector identities. So let us see that those operators. Okay. Few operators you already know, few we will learn. Okay. So in that you have the first one, which is called as vector differential operator. Okay, which you know how to denote it, that is a reverse triangle. Okay, see this operator is defined as I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z, and this is defined such that del phi is I dou phi by dou x plus j dou phi by dou y plus k dou phi by dou z, where you know what is phi? Phi is a scalar potential. Phi is a scalar point function, not potential, scalar point function. Okay, so what does this del phi represent? It represents gradient of phi. It represents gradient of phi. So if phi is a scalar potential, then del phi represents gradient of phi. This already know. Okay. Since phi is a scalar potential, del phi is nothing but gradient of phi. And now onwards, instead of writing all these three terms just in one term, I can write by writing a summation sign. I dou phi by dou x. Can I write it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now onwards in many problems, instead of writing all three terms, I can just mention this summation sign and write down one term, I dou phi by dou x. That means if you remove this summation sign, what expansion I should get? I dou phi by dou x plus j dou phi by dou y plus k dou phi by dou z. With any other thing also, I can write something like this. Okay, so this is the operator del, vector differential operator. Now second one, you have scalar differential operator, which is a bar dot del. Okay, a bar is a vector function. Okay, a bar is a vector, and del itself is a operator in which vectors are involved. So the operator a bar dot del is defined as a bar dot I cap dou by dou x plus a bar dot j cap dou by dou y plus a bar dot k cap dou by dou z. Understood this thing? Because a bar is again what? A1i plus a2j plus a3k kind of thing. And again you are taking a dot product with this operator. So you will get I dot I for dou by dou x, j dot j for dou by dou y, k dot k for dou by dou z. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So this operator. So in the question, this whole thing is now an operator. Now this operator you can apply both on scalar function and a vector function. Okay. So a bar dot del on a scalar function if you apply. Just a second. Sorry. So a bar dot del applied on phi. So as I have written only phi, no vector here. This phi is a scalar function. So when I apply A bar dot del is this thing. When I apply it on phi, what I will get? A bar dot I cap dou phi by dou x. Is it or not? Dou phi by dou y. Similarly, A bar dot k cap dou phi by dou z. So in summation form, this I can write it as summation A bar dot I cap dou phi by dou x I can write. Similarly, this operator I can apply on a vector function also. On a vector function, when I apply A bar dot I cap will be as it is. I will differentiate f bar with respect to x. Similarly, A bar dot j bar dou f bar by dou x plus A bar dot k bar dou f bar by dou z. This is by here. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is scalar differential operator. Why scalar differential operator? Because if you take the dot product of this A bar dot del, the operator itself, you are going to get a scalar value here. Is it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is a scalar differential operator. Similarly, you can have a vector differential operator also. Though the del itself is a vector differential operator, another vector differential operator I can define. Since I have taken a dot product here between these two, A bar and dot del itself, I'll get a scalar thing. So I am saying it as scalar differential operator. Why differential? Because dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z are involved here. Similarly, I can have vector differential operator also. And that I will define as A bar cross del. This is also possible, na? Will it be or not? So A bar cross del means A bar cross I dou by dou x plus A bar cross j dou by dou y plus A bar cross k dou by dou z. So now this again I'm going with A I will have ijk and cross product with I will get two results I'll get here. Is it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in that way you have to write down this one. So A bar cross del is again a vector only you are going to get. For this one I'll get two components j and k I will get. Will I get j and k or not for this when I solve this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, for this also I'll get two. I'll get I and k. I'll get. For this also I'll get I and j. I will get, depending upon the order. Okay. So that means again a vector operator only I am going to get. That's why vector differential operator. Vector differential operator because the derivatives are involved. Vector because on solving this again I am going to get a vector form. Now this I can apply on just a scalar function. That means A cross del I can apply directly on phi. Okay, so the result will be within a summation sign I will write this one. So this will be summation A bar cross I cap dou phi by dou x. Okay. Now, since this operator is a vector operator, I can take a dot product with a vector. Can I take?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here what I am going to get again? Summation A bar cross I bar. This is because of this thing. Dot dou f bar by dou x. Will I get it or not? Similarly, remaining two components I can write if I take out the summation sign. Now this operator is a vector. Cross product is also possible on a vector. Is it or not? So this in summation form I can write it as A bar cross I cap cross dou f bar by dou x. Understood this operator, vector differential operator A cross del? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next one, scalar differential operator. So the previous one also was scalar differential operator, but there was a bar dot del. Now I can just define del dot also. Del dot. Okay. So the operator del dot means I cap dot dou by dou x plus j cap dot dou by dou y plus k cap dot dou by dou z. So when I write, I can define this as plus j cap dot dou f bar by dou y plus k cap dot dou f bar by dou z. And tell me what is this thing represent? Del dot f bar. This is del dot f bar is what? Divergence of f bar, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, del dot f bar is means what? It is defined as divergence of f bar and it is a scalar point function. Is it a scalar or not? The result.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Similarly, I will have vector differential operator again. Vector differential operator, which I will define as del cross. Okay, so this del cross is defined as I cross dou by dou x plus j cross dou by dou y plus k cross dou by dou z, and is defined such that del cross f bar in the summation form I get I cross dou f bar by dou x. Now tell me what does this thing represents? Del cross f bar. This is
Curl.
yeah. This is defined as curl of f bar, and it is a what function?
Vector.
Vector
It
function.
is a vector function. So 5 operators you have seen. The last one del cross is nothing new to you. Del dot is not new to you. And the first one del operator itself. Del when applied on phi, a scalar function that represents a gradient of phi, which is a vector point function. Now del cross is defined as curl of f bar, which is a vector function again. But del dot is a scalar point function which represents divergence of f bar. Only new thing what you have learned is the between these 5, that is 2 and 3. The second one is this one, a bar dot del, and third one is a bar cross del. Only these 2 are new. Remaining all are repeated only, the same ones. Now one more new one which is called as Laplacian operator. And this we will define as del square. Okay, so let us see how you will get this del square. Now, this thing I will calculate. Tell me what does this thing represents del phi?
Gradient.
Gradient. What does del dot represents? Tell me.
Scalar.
Huh? What is del?
Scalar differential operator.
Okay, scalar differential operator. But del dot means what you are calculating?
Divergence.
Divergence. But to calculate divergence, you will need a vector function. So what is del phi? Is it a vector or a scalar?
Scalar.
Scalar. That means this del dot del phi is nothing but divergence of gradient of phi. Can I write it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, del dot means divergence. Del phi means gradient of phi. So this is what I am calculating. Now to calculate divergence of something, the something has to be a vector point function. And gradient of phi means what? A vector only, na? Okay? Is it or not? Gradient of phi is a scalar function or a vector function? Please answer. Please answer whether gradient of phi is a scalar point function or a vector function.
Vector.
A vector. In the time enduku padutundi, my voice is audible properly, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Then answer it, na. నేను ఎంత continuous గా మాట్లాడుతున్నాను. Why can't you people answer continuously? Okay. So let's see but how it is defined. Okay. So del dot del phi. Okay. Del dot I will write later. What is del phi? It is I dou phi by dou x plus j dou phi by dou y plus k dou phi by dou z. Is it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I will apply this del dot also. What is del? Dou I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z, a dot product of this gradient of phi. I dou phi by dou x plus j dou phi by dou y plus k dou phi by dou z. Now I am taking dot product between two vectors. So for I dot I only I will get the result. Is it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
So I dot I1 and I'll get dou by dou x of dou phi by dou x. Is it correct? Similarly, I'll get j dot j and that will be dou by dou y of dou square, dou phi by dou y. And k dot k1, so dou by dou z of dou phi by dou z. Will I get this thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Now this is nothing but dou square phi by dou x square plus dou square phi by dou y square plus dou square phi by dou z square, which again I can write it as dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square plus dou square by dou z square phi. Can I write?
Yes, ma'am.
And this side it is having del dot del phi. Okay, so this is nothing but del square phi. So I can write thus the operator del square, if you compare, del square is defined as dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square plus dou square by dou z square, and this is called the Laplacian operator. Laplacian operator. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, so first point I have already explained. Del square phi means it is del dot del phi. That means del dot represents divergence and del phi represents gradient. This is what we are calculating. Second point, suppose del square phi is equal to 0. Now this del square phi is a scalar function only you will get. Is it or not? As you can see, no vector at all. Only scalar function. So the result is a scalar point function. If this is equal to 0, then phi is said to satisfy. This we will learn in harmonic functions and all. Phi is said to satisfy Laplacian equation. Laplacian equation. And this phi is called harmonic function. So any function which satisfies Laplacian equation, we say that the function is harmonic function. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
What is Laplace equation? This is Laplace equation. Del square phi. How del square phi is defined? This one. Dou square phi by dou x square plus dou square phi by dou y square plus dou square phi by dou z square equal to 0. So that is an equation which is called as Laplacian equation. Phi is said to satisfy it, and this phi is called as harmonic function. Understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now the problems. You need to prove that divergence of gradient of r to the power n is equal to n into n plus 1 into r to the power n minus. Or the same question I can write it as del square r to the power n is equal to n into n plus 1 into r to the power n minus. Is it 2? 2. All these three means the same problem only. Okay? Got it, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, see this thing. This r is a scalar function. I have not written r bar here. If I would have written r bar, that is a wrong question. Because you are calculating gradient of something means that something has to be a scalar function only. So here r is a scalar function. Okay. So let us calculate or prove this one. So what is r bar? What is r bar?
X
IX
cap
I
plus
cap.
Y
X
cap.
I cap plus Y J cap plus.
Plus y j cap plus z k cap. Okay. What is r square then? What is r?
Plus y square plus z square.
Okay. Why I am doing this? Because I need r to the power n value. And del square means I need to differentiate this function with respect to x, y, z. Is it or not? Dou square by dou x square, dou square by dou z square, and so on. So now, what I need to calculate according to this, first gradient part I will calculate. Gradient of r to the power n. Okay. So gradient means I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z of r to the power n. So I cap as it is dou by dou x r to the power n. J cap as it is dou by dou y r to the power n plus k cap as it is dou by dou z of r to the power n. Okay. So now let us differentiate I cap as it is. Okay. Differentiate r to the power n with respect to x. On differentiating what you will get n into r to the power
N minus 1.
N minus
n minus 1
into 2x.
Dou R by dou X.
2x ఎక్కడ నుంచి వస్తుందమ్మా dou r by dou x. Similarly, n into r to the power n minus 1 dou r by dou y. Similarly, n into r to the power n minus 1 dou r by dou z. Now we need these values dou r by dou x, dou r by dou y, and dou r by dou z values. Okay. So you have r square is equal to x square plus y. So this equation, when you differentiate partially with respect to x, so you will get 2r dou r by dou x, partial differentiation 2x. So 2 cancel. So the value of dou r by dou x is x by r. Understood? Someone said 2x.
Yes, ma'am.
If it was only R, then okay, 2x. Okay. Similarly, you will get dou R by dou Y value, dou R by dou Z value also. So this is I cap as it is, n as it is, R to the power n minus 1 as it is. This is x by R. Again, n R to the power n minus 1. This is y by R. Again, n R to the power n minus 1. This is z by R. Okay, now? So, R if you write in the numerator, it will become n into R to the power n minus 2. And this will be common in all these three terms. So, I will take common and write it as x plus yj, xi cap plus yj cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Can I write?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now this result is nothing but what I'll get, tell me?
N into R power n minus 2 R bar.
R bar I will get. Okay. So instead of writing R bar, let it be this as it is. So this is what? Gradient of, this is gradient of R to the power n. Now this is a result, a vector point function I have got. Is it a vector or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I need to calculate divergence of this vector. Okay. Divergence means del dot. Del dot gradient of R to the power n. So del means I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z. Dot gradient of R. Gradient of R is this thing. N into xi plus yj plus zk into n into R to the power n minus 2. Okay. So now when you take the dot product, you will get only I dot I, j dot j, k dot k. So with I dot I need to differentiate this function x into n into R to the power n minus 2. Is it or not? Or I will write rather n into x into R to the power n minus 2. This I need to differentiate with respect to x. With respect to x, whereas I dot I is 1. Understood all of you this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here I will put a summation sign instead of writing the remaining two terms. This I can do. Now let us differentiate. N is a constant, I will write it outside. Now I need to differentiate this x as well as R to the power n minus. Two parts you have. So UV formula you will apply. So x as it is, differentiation of R to the power n minus 2 will be n minus 2 into R to the power n minus 3 dou R by dou x. Are you able to follow?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then plus R to the power n minus 2 as it is, differentiation of x with respect to x will be 1. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
And don't forget to put a summation sign. Summation means I need to write the same terms in terms of y and z also. Okay, now? So again, let us simplify summation n as it is, x as it is, n minus 2 as it is, R to the power n minus 3 as it is. What is dou R by dou x? The value
By
is x by R. So R to the power n minus 2. Okay. So again, summation n into x into n minus 2 into this will be R to the power n minus 4, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is x. Okay. Already a x. So it will be x square. Okay. Plus R to the power n minus 2. Got it all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
So now if I write this, I'll get n into n constant, n minus 2 also constant. Okay. And this r to the power n minus 4 summation. This part will be common now for all three terms. I'll get x square plus y square plus z square. Will I get it or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And this again n into summation r to the power n minus 2. In each term I will get this one. So this n into n minus 2 into r to the power n minus 4 as it is. What is this thing summation x? I mean x square plus y square plus z square is nothing but
R square.
r square. Is n summation r to the power n minus 2. Okay. So if I simplify it, okay, again n common. This will be r to the power n minus 2. So r to the power n minus 2 common. Okay. And how many times I will get this part? 3 times.
3 times.
3 times I will get. Is it or not? So this is n minus 2. N minus 2 plus 3 I will get. N taken common. R to the power, this when you solve it, you will get r to the power n minus 2. So both sides you have. Okay, so from this one I will have n minus 2. From this one I will have 3. 3 times. So if you solve it, you will get n into n plus 1 into r to the power n minus 2. I think this is what we are supposed to prove.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is how you prove it. So there are so many problems based on this one. Okay, you solve and tell me this one. Find divergence of f bar where f bar is defined as gradient of x cube plus y cube plus z cube. This we have done already, no? Done?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Same problem done. Okay, no need to solve them. Okay, solve this one. The later one. If f is f, no f bar, only f, a scalar function I am giving, which is defined as x square plus y square plus z square whole to the power minus n. Then find divergence of gradient of f. Find it and determine n if divergence of gradient of f is equal to 0. Solve it. If f bar is x square plus y square plus z square whole to the power minus n, then find divergence of gradient of f and determine n if divergence of gradient of f is 0. Done? Note down the remaining problems also, you try it. Copied? Written all the problems, will you do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all problems. What about this one done? If f is equal to x square plus y square plus z square whole to the power minus n. Done this problem? Or still doing? Hmm?
Ma'am, last question.
Okay, anyhow, include them in the assignment book, solve them. And tomorrow we'll see about the vector identities. Based on this vector identities, we have some problems also. So there are some 9 identities. You should remember all these identities. In the exam, they may ask you to prove these identities, and based on these identities, they may ask you to prove something else also, some more identities based on the few identities. Some theorems are there. With this, your fourth unit will be done by tomorrow. So we will see these vector identities tomorrow itself. By then, you will solve all these 4 or 5 problems which I have given. And if you still have any doubt, you can ask me tomorrow. If you have any doubt in today's class, you can ask. Otherwise, I'll take the attendance. No doubts?
No, ma'am.